EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Super. And, Coach, we are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Mercedes-Benz Superdome here in New Orleans. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Okay, Coach, it is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New Orleans Saints. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There we go. Pac-Man. 180. We ain't giving him nothing.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Running with Howard. And an alley to run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Throwing now is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain. To throw is Wentz. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That'll go down as a loss of 8, and it'll be a 2nd and long. Now, Wentz again. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. From the red zone now, Wentz. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm scared.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9. At the
run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They hand off to their big tight end. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. What's good on the extra point? And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0. Off the board. This is Howard on second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Wynn's going to try and throw on third. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Started. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it second and 6. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6. Toss play, Kamara. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He went backwards there 8 yards, and it brings up third down.
It's now third down.
And the Eagles with a dime look. 6 DBs on third down. Here's Bridgewater. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. On the toss play, Howard. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's second and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On second down now, it's Howard, and he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Saints 34-yard line.
Down to lose 1. Double time, double time. You got 3 down, 3 down.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And it's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Shotgun now for Wentz. And the pressure gets to him again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
They're going to be stopped up on this first down run. He might have gotten back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. A give to Kamara running right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Fletcher stops on the tackle. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater. He is going to find Hill here. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 38, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Here we go. 20.
Wentz now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They'll run with Sanders. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And he'll hit Jeffrey complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Go. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal.
Randy Bullock on for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Bullock's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now they'll toss it out right to Kamara. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Kamara's got the 1st down and then some. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down and 12.
Check the hot read. Hey, watch out. Check the read.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a 2nd half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Watch the slap. Watch the straight stone. Travel.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A great return there of 22 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater over the middle, complete. It's Tucker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards the pickup there. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Nigel Bradham brings him down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Throwing on second down. Bridgewater. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10. And I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Thomas, the intended target.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. And that's complete to Sanders. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Wentz now to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, we try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater now. It's Hill, complete. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Check, 53's mine. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming. Max Fox. Mike, he's checking crab.
They run from the shotgun with Murray. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They go back to Murray on first down. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
From the 40 now on second down. Bridgewater, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That's very well timed there defensively, because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Check 24. Watch 20. Let's go. Come on. Slow. Mike 5-4. Tackles.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line.
That's another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
A busy night continues for Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Wentz now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. That'll bring up second down. Wentz going to throw. That one complete to Hill. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. On first down, Wentz. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable second and 1. Now Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Open man is Hill. He's got it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Wentz to throw again. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Wentz to throw for it on fourth. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Bridgewater here to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
It's now second and 10.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Mike, 53.
Here's Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts